Hi, I'm Martina Tuite and today I'm going to show you how to do a sponge cake. So first of all, we'll get our bowl, and for a sponge cake you need 6 eggs, 6 ounces of caster sugar, 6 ounces of self-raising flour. So I'm going to put my 6 eggs into a bowl. So 1, now I'm using 6 eggs because I'm using a 9-inch cake tin. The size of your cake tin will depend on how many eggs you use. So a 7-inch cake tin, maybe 5 eggs. And if you use 5 eggs, you use 5 ounces of sugar and 5 ounces of flour. Same down, as you go down, the smaller your tin is, the less you'd use of everything. So basically, whatever amount of eggs you use that amount of sugar and flour. So there's my 6 eggs in there. Now, and here I have weighed 6 ounces of caster sugar, which I'm going to add to the bowl. Now this now has to be whisked with an electric mixer, and roughly that will take about 5 to 6 minutes. This is one that I prepared earlier, just to save us some time. And this is the mixture, this is the consistency you will need. Nice and creamy, and it will hold, when you wrap it, it will hold for a few seconds before sinking. So basically that's what you're looking for. So now into that I have 6 ounces of self-raising flour, or 6, and you sieve. Now you sieve half in first, and you fold it in. Now using a metal spoon, don't use a wooden spoon, because the wooden spoon tend to knock some of the air out of it. So with the metal spoon, cut and fold like that. Don't be tempted to do this, because again you're going to knock air out of your sponge, and the basis of a good sponge is that the air is there in it. So you cut it through, lifting and folding it. And stay going in the one direction, don't reverse back, you will be knocking air out of it. Add the rest of your flour. Now again, really to do this as quick as you can and get it into the oven while the air is all in it, it's the best way to do your sponge. So that's it, and try and get as much of the pockets of air. You will get pockets of air where the flour will be in the pockets. So make sure you try and get through the whole lot of it. So now that's basically the texture you want. So now I have tins here, and I have them greased and floured, and I have them lined, just the base of them lined with greaseproof paper. So I'm going to divide my mixture between the 2 tins as even as I can. Just scrape it out with your spatula. Now don't use a spoon or anything to spread it. Just give it a shake and make sure it hits the sides of the tin. Again, it's air. If you go pushing that with a spoon, you're going to knock out some more air. So here's my cakes ready for the oven. Now I have my oven preheated, gas mark 6 or 180. And pop your cakes in. They will only take 15 minutes. So in there for 15 minutes. Now, again to save time, I have one that I made earlier, like all good cooks. And here we have it. So this is what your sponge cake should look like when it is completed. So we're going to decorate this now with some just jam and cream. So we'll remove the top, and I have here some strawberry jam, and just onto the base of it, a nice helping of jam, and the same on the top. Now, I have my fresh cream here, half pint of fresh cream mixed, and I'll just put that on the one on the plate. Now don't be inclined to press it down or spread it around, because when you put the top sponge on, it will push the cream out anyway. You don't want it coming out onto your plate, out of your cake. So top on, and just give it a little press down. Now don't press too hard, and there we go. Now I have here a sieve and my icing sugar, and just a small bit of icing sugar just to make it look nice, to decorate. Now, and there we have our sponge cake finished.